the grill vents and get rid of the silver trim, and we're going to go with piano black. It's kind of an extreme measure. Got the outside as well, center vents, outside vents. Nice. A lot of people have opted to replace these, dip them, paint them. There's other bezel options, other trim options. Let's get to work. Again, we've already done this, but take your pry tool, starting at the edge, get it in there, and it'll start to lift for you. Get on the other side. So after getting it unclipped, pull towards you. There'll be 2 wire harnesses on the back. You want to unclip those. And we'll take this to the bench to continue. Easy. Here we have the unit here on the bench now. I've already taken out this side, as you can see. Be looking for these tabs. Being a butt, you just kind of want to lift it and push gently. There we go. And release. And same on this side. Lift and push. And to remove the trim, there's 2 tabs you want to release. So now at this point, if you didn't buy a whole new vent set, you could dip or wrap these or paint these, whatever you want to do. I had a broken louver that really just kind of bothered me when I had installed an Android head unit at one point. So anyhow, we're going to reinstall, or actually install the new units, which are real nice. Here's the 2 sets. Besides being piano black and the trim, the plastic's got a little darker color to it. it matches more this trim here. Not that it really matters. I noticed on some later model WRXs, the trim black's a different color. I have a 2016. But yeah, this has definitely got a darker texture and tone to it. Alright, moving on, we're going to install the new piano black pieces to the original trim piece. Just going to line up the tabs. Might be helpful to do the top. There we go. Yeah, you want to do the top first. Snap it back in. Yeah. Okay, that's looking great. Now we're going to take the louvers. Going to line up the long tabs first, just like the trim piece. Line those up there. Line them up here. And push until you hear it snap. Sweet. As you guess, it's the same for the other side. Line up the long tabs. Now we'll insert the louver set. And line the tabs on the top. So you want to be careful, you don't want to push your fingers into the louvers. That's how I broke my other ones. This side is not cooperating. There we go. Use a little pressure and don't push into here accidentally. Oh, that is sick. So yeah, that looks good. Big improvement. I'm gonna go ahead and clip in the wiring harnesses and slip this back in. Remember, white one on the top, gray one on the bottom. this is for clearing the vent. Now you gotta snap it in. I felt like it was binding up. Just wasn't applying enough pressure. So yeah, line it up and snap it in. That looks nice. Big improvement. Next on the chopping block, the outside vents. So the first thing we're going to want to do is remove this fake carbon fiber trim piece. Real easy to do. Just take your trim removal tool, just pop it under the edge, and this thing almost just fall right out for you. It's not in there with some clips. Cool. Now we're going to remove the glove box door. There's not much to this either. You're going to want to release this from the cover, from the door. It just pops off right there. That's fine. It might fall off on you, but it's real easy to put back. All right, so now we're going to pull up on the glove box door. Just like that, and it'll pop off. It's just clipped on both sides. Kind of a hinge deal. You just, with a little bit of force, pull up, and it'll pop right off for you. Let's get that out of the way. So at this point, if you've never replaced your cabin filter, it's right there. Same procedure. You don't need to pop the trim. You just pop the glove box door off, squeeze the tabs, and your filter will come out. Back to now you'll want to remove this piece of trim here, and just use your trim removal tool. There's a little gap at the bottom. You can start it there, and this just pops off. Now moving back to the glove box itself, we're going to be looking for screws here, 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 there, 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 and way over here, and here. If I missed this one. So once we remove those screws, this whole bit here, you'll be able to pull out. Alright, so that's all the screws. Now we're going to pull this forward, and what's going to happen, there's going to be the harness for the light, and then these clips here. Before we pull it out, we're going to want to release these two clips from the glove box before we pull it out. Before we remove the glove box completely, we want to release these tabs. And you just squeeze and push, squeeze and push. And we'll also take care as we pull this out that the light, its harness is still going to be attached. And we'll actually just pop this out. I don't know if we can do it here. Yeah, we can just pop it out from the back. But now we can just pull this whole unit. It's not in there very tight at all. So I dropped the camera while I was undoing the, removing the light from the glove box. Basically just pop it forward, turn it to the side like this, and then you'll be able to push it back through, and then take the glove box out. Or you could try to fight the little clip on the wiring harness. Just easier to pop this forward, turn it to the side, and push it inside and then pull forward. All right, next we want to get our trim removal tool and get it worked onto this side. And you'll want to start to pull towards you and down. And as you do that, it will start to release. You won't be able to pull it out all the way, but you'll get the top off. Just like that. And next we'll move underneath and we'll pop the tabs here. All right. Cool, the old vent's out now. Not too bad, not too challenging. Basically, it's the reverse process to install the new ones, or to reinstall your old one. Just line it up like that and push. Bam, done. So let's reassemble the dash here. There's our glove box. We're going to slide the light through here. We're going to clip in the two harness clips. Inserting the wire harness clips. Got that. Make sure it lights in there. If this comes off on you like it did me, you reattach it to the bottom hole. Simply slide it back through the hole and it will clip back in for you. That's all there is to that. And you're going to line up. It's got little tabs and it's got little clips. So you take the whole unit. Make sure your door catch is still intact, which it is. You can then take your LED light, your glove box light, snap it back into place. Done. And then we'll go through and screw in everything.
Put the door back in.
You attach your door catch back to here. You can pull that down and it'll give you some length. Just line this up, flip it back in. Get your door lined up, get the hinges on the bottom lined up. Once you're lined up, push. There you go. You should hear it click. It takes a little bit of force to get it to lock down. Make sure your catch is still working. Take your side panel, line up its tabs, just tap it back in, and find your fake carbon fiber trim or whatever trim piece you have, and line up its tabs. Yeah, that looks good. It actually fills out the edge a little nicer than the last one. There was a bigger gap here before. Cool, let's move on to the driver's side. Now here on the driver's side, we don't have to remove this trim. We will have to remove this corner panel. Again, there's a little notch right on the bottom. Get your tool, just pop it. Nice, easy. I'll remove our handy dandy Big Gains Money Saver mod, the coin box. Then we're going to be removing this screw. Can't open my door all the way in the garage on this side, so I'm going to use the stubby. Cool, and then from there we're going to gently dislodge this panel from this piece here. It's just in with some clips at this point, but there are wires attached, so be careful. Just tuck that and let that hang over there, out of the way. There's what we got so far, and that will give us access to the bottom of these vent clips. From here on, it's just like the other side. We're gonna pry loose the top here. Taking care not to damage the trim or the dash. Just need enough to get those started. Cool. Now we can go underneath and pop the two tabs. So we've undone the clamps underneath, and it just pops out real easy. These are the two tabs again that you're looking for. You just push them up with a screwdriver from underneath and apply pressure, and this will pop out. And we're ready to install the new vent. line up the tabs and push. Nice. That's much better all the way around, I think. Just, you want to note, if you're going to reuse the old vents and you're just dipping, say, these bezels here, you want to be careful not to ram your finger or your hand through these, because that's how I broke the vent on the center one when I did the head unit install. Okay, cool. So now we're just going to put this all back together, which is not too difficult. Alright, so making sure that we've got our wires tucked away, not pinched anything, make sure our tabs are lined up. Go ahead and just snap it back into place. So there'll be a tab here you want to attach, and up here, we'll reinsert the screw. And we'll reinsert side panel and cap here. Get the dog hair off of it. Line up the tabs and tap into place. And we'll finish off by reinstalling our handy dandy money saving coin holder. Get the dog hair out of that, brush it back in the car. Nice. I like the way that looks. And with that, that concludes episode 5 of the WRX interior refresh. Thanks for watching.